fog swallowed London's breath, hiding every broken dream. Inside the rusty anchor, the air tasted of gin and old sorrow.
Sold it to the city council, can you believe it?
Martha stood alone, a ghost of beauty under the amber light. Her voice was a velvet prayer whispered into a heartless room.
A melody incomplete.
But in the shadows, a heavy chain rattled against the old wood. Winston, the brute, watched the world with eyes full of fire. Mr. Gable watched the till, his heart as cold as the Thames. The song ended, leaving Martha to face the silence of the hall. Two lonely souls met, an outcast singer and a tethered beast. For once, the growl faded, replaced by a soft and heavy sigh. Rain tapped on the alley stone, a rhythm for a tired soul. Martha sat on the cold stairs, her breath a ghost in the air. She hummed a melody, a secret tune only the shadows heard. The chain rattled softly as Winston stepped into the light. He leaned his heavy head on her knee, seeking a lost warmth. A small piece of meat pie, shared under a pale, fading moon. Two hungry hearts found a feast in a handful of dry crusts. Now, he refused his cage until her final note had died away.
Not an inch.
No longer a beast, but a silent guardian beside the piano.
Make everything feel right.
In his sleep, the growl was gone, replaced by a gentle peace. Snow blanketed the city, a cold white shroud over black stones. Empty tables stood like tombstones in the dying amber light. A few thin coins rattled in her palm, a song of bitter hunger. She chose a bone over bread, a sacrifice that only love knows. The winter wind bit deep, but Winston's thick fur felt like fire. He walked beside her, a heavy shadow of muscle in the white fog. Shady eyes watched from the dark, but the beast stood his ground. No words were needed, just the steady beat of 4 heavy paws. At the street's end, they parted with a glance of true kin. Mr. Gable watched from the glass, seeing a cold heart reborn. The stage was a hollow grave, the velvet curtains cold and still. Her name was a whisper on the wind, but no song ever came. Winston stared at the door, a stone guardian of a broken heart. A bowl of untouched broth sat cold, a feast for a ghost. The chain lay heavy as lead, anchoring him to a world of grief.
Sound is sharp and lonely in the silent room.
Deep in his chest, a storm was brewing, a sorrow too loud for skin. Then came the howl, a jagged blade that tore the midnight air. Mr. Gable stood in the dark, the sound chilling his very marrow. In a lonely room, Martha lay pale, a candle burning to its end. The city slept, unaware that a soul was slipping into the dark. A snap of cold iron, a heart breaking free from its metal cage. He burst into the night, a brindled ghost in the silver fog. Through the labyrinth of brick, his nose searched for a memory. The scent of her song led him through the bitter London ice. At the door of the dying, he struck like a hammer of hope. A thunderous bark shattered the silence of the sleeping street. Faces peered from windows as the beast demanded a miracle. They found her in the dark, a lily wilting in the winter frost. He lay beside her, a hearth of living fire in a frozen room. A flicker of life returned, warmed by the loyalty of a king. Spring arrived with a whisper, washing away the bitter frost. The rusty anchor breathed again, its walls painted in gold. Mr. Gable stood tall, a simple leather leash in his hand. No more chains for the guardian who had saved a dying soul. Martha wore her velvet best, a ruby glow in her tired eyes. Beside her sat a king in a bow tie, proud and ever watchful. The first note rose like a bird, free from the winter's cage. Winston closed his eyes, humming in the shadows of the quays. A cafe full of light, two hearts finally finding their home. The song of the beast and the singer, a melody that never ends.